today. From Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida.
Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass, so he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. Doesn't put them in bad situations.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Gregory Rousseau in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On second down, a run by Achane. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3rd and 19. Now Tua. He's got room at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll run. Achane. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you could have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down. And don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was Devon Achane who finished things off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Well, the Buffalo offense coming out, and it is Josh Allen who is at the helm.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a guy who played his high school ball at Miami Central, it's James Cook. Now he's loose down the left sideline, inside the 20, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown. It's his 9th rushing touchdown on the year and 11th overall. And the Bills are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. And Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing. Achane here, they stay on the ground. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Up the middle, Achane. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. The decision is to decline it and not give him the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a Dolphins first down as he's brought to the ground after a gain of 7, 5 more than he needed on 4th and 2. From the gun, it's Tua. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
Second and 9. In his own end zone, it's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. First down. First down, here's the run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Dances by him. Penalty stings big time there. Wipes away a very good return.
And they work on it so hard because the goal is give yourself some space for your offense to really work. Try and gain an additional first down outside the 20 or 25-yard line. Instead, this one's going to come back.
80 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Right back to Achane on 2nd down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Achane on the counter. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll go. Achane. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And a short gain down to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Dolphins at 11-5 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners at 3 straight.
And last week was a bit of a nail-biter, a 3-point victory, but it's also the kind of game that reveals a team's true character. They fought all the way and came out victorious.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Tua going to throw. They'll roll him out right. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Allen, he'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. From the gun, it's Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's 2nd and 3. Now Allen. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Allen again. He's got the connection to Moore. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have. Only 2 quarters of football left in the regular season. Everybody's excited to get to the playoffs. So excited that we're just going to skip right over halftime and get back to the action. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Bills now as he'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
He takes this for 3 to the 29. 3rd down and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To throw, it's Allen. And this will be incomplete.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Now it's Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cook. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. From the 46, here's 2nd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Moore. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. 96 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On first down, Allen. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Rondale Moore. his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
Exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Touchdown! Tyreek Hill, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Dolphins have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Allen off the play fake. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Dolphins offense returning to the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. A quick slant to Hill. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill with career touchdown number 96. He joins Eric Dickerson on the all-time list. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
This offense on third down today, they have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Allen. Open man is Diggs. He's got him. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cook up the gut. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Allen now looks to throw. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And Diggs will have a Bills first down as he'll get this across the 50 to the 49. To the air, Allen. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Sacked by Andrew Van Ginkel. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Steps away to his left. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on the... Oh, a leap and he will make the catch. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Waddle on the jet sweep. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now Tua signaling to change things up. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Now Tagovailoa. That'll be caught by Hill. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. This is 1st and 10. Allen gets this to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A 2 timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Under 90 seconds to go. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Allen on the draw. It's Harris. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. To throw is Allen. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll be brought down very close to the spot he needed, and it's going to wind up being enough. Maybe by less than a football, but a conversion nonetheless on 4th and 3.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And this is caught. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 48 yards. And the Dolphins stretch this 4th quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence,